So glad you're here. Let's warm up these little bodies. Take your feet on the floor and begin curling up your spine for the lower back, for the hamstrings and the glutes. And notice how you can feel grounded in the shoulder blades. While resting the back, upper back on the floor, you're able to articulate the lower back and decompress the lumbar spine. Let it feel good. Relax the toes. All right, try 4 more like that. Curl. And 3. And 2. And at this one, we're going to hold it up. So you're holding, you're even. Breathe in 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your hips and take your hands to the inner ankles and take a bound angle. This is our first stretch of the morning here in the class, so you can even rock a little left, right to get some mobility in there. We're going to let our feet go onto a tabletop, imaginary table. Take your fingertips behind your head and add a rotation, and we'll do 10 as we point the toes of crisscross. Feel the belly pull in. And then we're going to flex those feet, so pull your toes back. Four, 3, 2, recover. Now let the feet go down and lift the hips, counter pose with a bridge, and just hold for a moment. While you're up here, we're going to do these little pulses, so about 2-inch pulses of bridging. And then you're going to let the knees touch, but keep the feet in the same place and do 10 little pulses, inner hamstring. And then open the knees a little wider than your feet and do 10 little pulses. And then go back to where the knees are over the ankles, lower yourself down, and for a moment take right ankle to left thigh, wake up the hip and wake up the low back. You can even add a rock or an ankle movement here. We're going to wake up this body, take an inhale, feel that hip open, and then let's hit the other one, ankle to thigh, reach your hands through. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take a single straight leg stretch. One leg can be up, one leg can be down. So the modification would be head down. You can also lift up your shoulders. And for now, just take the hand on whatever part of the leg you can get. And then we're going to be adding on a rotation. So take your hands behind your head and rotate your torso. And if you'd like, pull your toes back for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover, and hug those legs in and move the ankles really good. And then we're going to let the feet down a little further away. So if this is your bridge, you're going to put your feet a little further. So I've still got a little knee bend, not much, but a little knee bend, and I'm going to lift the hips. You could do this on a prop or you could do this on the mat. So you have a different feeling in your hamstrings. In your hips, you're not going to be lifting up as high because your knees are longer. Just experience that different sensation in your hamstrings. Longer legs, a littler lift, but I really feel these. Inner heel, they're not letting the legs just wing out. And exhale as you push. And if you can, hold yourself up for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, full body stretch. Now when you do a full body stretch, if you'd like to add a shift, reach one arm past the other, reach one leg past the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to be adding on. So let me show you a modification. This is a combo move where you lift your hips once and then you can do an ab crunch once. So that's the move that you could do. Or if you want to make it bigger, you lift the hips with your knees long, and then you come up to teaser. So take about 5 of whatever one you're going to do, 2 or whatever modification, 3, good, 4, and 5. Inhale, and then let's come up to take a sip. So that was a great little block on the back. Good job. Great little block on the back. Supine. Now belly down, we're going to be waking up our posture muscles, which is our upper back. So put your belly down and extend your knees behind you. Now the inhale is first going to be where your hands are beside your pelvis, like a low arms here, palms towards the floor, come up and lower, lift up. Now when you do this, lift up your hands as well, your arms. Gently squeeze your scapula together. Good. Breathe in. All right, we're going to take it to a second layer. This is also called the T. So reach your arms out. Now your arms are like the letter T. Your shoulder blades are down the back. Lift your arms and your back, and lift your arms higher than your back. Gently squeeze the scapula together. So we're going to work the deltoids in different angles. 4, 5. And by the way, if you have any neck issues, you can put a neck under your head so that your head doesn't fall lower between. Catherine, you might like that one. Now, before we move on, just take a windshield wipe. The next one's going to be one step harder, and it's called a Y. So this one is like the letter Y. So your arms are going to make a Y, and you go up. Gently squeeze your scapula together. Your torso comes up. Squeeze. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Now we're going to push back to a child's pose. That was sort of some different deltoid exercises and retraction of the scapula rhomboids. And then come to hands and knees. Now you could also do this on your forearms on your plank if you want. This is an opposite arm, opposite leg. So it's the oblique posterior chain. If you would like, lift up your toes and your knees. Make sure your head's not dropping to the floor, and make sure your ribs aren't dropping to the floor. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Now the next time that your right arm and your left leg out, you can bend your elbow to your knee and crunch, and then extend, and crunch, and extend, and crunch, and extend. 2 more. Crunch, reach, 1 more, crunch, reach, and lower your foot and your hand. Now the other side, arm and knee, stretch, round, stretch, round, reach, tuck, breathe, exhale, and 1 more, and then take a little breather. Good job. Grab a sit. I'm going to sit on my shins on purpose so that I'm getting that stretch for the 3 of the quads. If your body doesn't do that, sit up. Good, Karen. And if you want more, take your hands back and lift up your hips. 5, 4, 3, good. 2, lift them. Yep, inhale. And then lower back down. Awesome. Now we're going down to the belly again. You're going to recognize this pattern, posterior oblique sling. So pretend you're swimming. And you know how we just did it with the all fours. Now it's right arm, left leg, like a swim here. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. So posterior oblique sling. Breathe in. And your ears in line with the shoulder, or you're lifted up higher. You're just not letting your head droop to the floor. Now, if you want it harder, all the limbs come off the floor, guys, at the same time. And then you do that right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, swimming. Well, just your belly's on the floor, really. 10, and 9. Good. Head up a little bit, Polly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, push it back, girls. Child's pose, toes under, push back. I like to stretch the feet right here. And we're going to grab a sip just because we're going to go into a planky kind of move, and I want to have us hydrated here. I'm up on my toes now. If you're looking for another foot stretch, you can be on your shins, toes under. If you're in a high kneel, you can still curl your toes and get a foot stretch. Take an inhale. Now what we're going to do, hi Pip Squeak, is we're going to do a forearm down dog, which is a dolphin, and then we're going to shift into a plank. And then we're going to lift the hips up and shift into a plank. Good. So go up and plank. Go up and plank. Go up and plank. Good. We've got 4 more if you can. Up. There you go, Karen. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now the pelvis is down, the forearms are on the floor, and then you can push yourself higher if you would like swan, or you can stay on your forearms. Hi, Kyle. Hi. Hi. Breathe in, and then lower down. Now, take a moment to lift up this leg 10 times, flex and point and flex, and just get that mobility going. Point. Good. Belly in. These are also a great modification if you're ever doing something like a squat and it doesn't serve you. You could do something like this. Now on that 10th one or so, this hand's going to grab it, or whatever it is. So see if you can grab your foot or maybe your inner thigh, or if you need a ring, and stretch. In yoga, this is Anantasana. We're going to try to lengthen through our knee. That's so nice. All right, here we go. Let's go to the other side. We're going to do 10 on that top leg. Let your arm be a pillow. Now you can point and then flex, point, flex, point. I just got a little release, flex, point, flex. You have a little bit of ab tone. 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to do a hold. So you could use a prop, or you can hold on to your toes or your inner thigh, whatever you can reach. Draw your shoulder blade down the back. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's so nice. Breathe in and then exhale. Very good. All right, we're gonna go to a side plank. So I'm gonna grab a little mat here to prop up my forearm a little bit more. All right, so one arm, side plank. So you can just establish your stability, your cues, stacked or staggered. So get ready, come up, hold, 10, good. Head back, 9. Feel your core, yeah. 5, 3, 2. Here we go. We're going to lower that hip. Nice job. Let's go to the other one. All right, side plank. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're breathing through your nose, 6, and out your nose, 7 if you can, 8, 9, and 10. Look how strong everyone is. All right, we're going to the other side, and I'm going to remove my socks. We're going to do a tree pose, possibly on the side plank. So it's your option, but you know you could always just keep normal or put your foot behind you. And I like to set up my tree first, but see what works for you. 10, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your hip. Let's go to the other side. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, in, lower with care. Really good, guys. I'm going to grab a sip before this one. There's going to be an add-on possibly of holding onto your big toe while you're doing side plank. Remember, you might just like to do side plank with your tree pose, or maybe just think about it, visualize it. So I'm going to start with this foot here in my inner thigh. Come up. Now, that may be all you want to do. You could try to hold on to your big toe and reach. But, oh, look at Betty go! Look at Cole. Look at you guys. Breathe in. And when you're ready, yeah, look at everybody. Good job. Woo-hoo. Okay. Breath. Other side. That's pretty cool, y'all. Okay. One foot could be here. Remember, you can do your side plank. You can do something else. So make sure you're good and steady. All right. If it's going okay, good, Cole. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower. Hot dog. All right. Let's grab a little sip. Too good. This one's going to be your option. Totally your option. All right. So you can clap and wrap. So clap and wrap. Good. It can also be clap and wrap this way, whatever's comfortable. That's your move. You know you're welcome to do that. If you want to kind of go back into a little roll, it's not to your head, and then go around like there's a clock and you're hitting most of the numbers. So that's up to you. Breathe in. And if not, you can do your balance and then do a little inner thigh stretch called the bound angle. One more. Inhale, get back to where you were, and then we'll take a bound angle together. So you can push your knees down if you want. You can put them out to a place that feels comfy. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, we're going to go to our sides for a moment. You remember how we did Anantasana stretch? This time we lift up 10 repetitions as the base move. So both legs lift up and neutralize your ankles. 2. Feel your waist. 3. Feel your hip and your inner thigh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can come up once and go to the other side and do 10. 10 lifts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can do 5 more double leg lifts on each side, or you can come up, do banana boat, switch to this side, 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 banana boat. One more. Come up and then take a breather. Yeah, good. Grab a sip. Good. So you're just doing something healthy for your body, modification or full challenge. Awesome. Relax here. And now we're going to do belly down. Let's do our traditional upper body, lower body, swan, and then I'll add on something. So your upper body comes up, then your upper body goes down, and then your lower body comes up. Now your upper body comes up. Good. And this is at your own pace. I like to say your own breathing pace, or the pace that you need to keep your cues in check. Good. That was good extension, Karen. Good. Legs, upper body. That a girl. Cole, you know where we're going with this. When you come up, the next time, if you want to let go with your arms and catch yourself after one, you can, once one, or you could do like 5 or so, multiple. You could do about 3 sets of those. I'll show a demo of slow again. Nice. And then when you're ready, child pose. Really good. Now, child's pose could be child's pose, or if you want to keep going to hero pose, you can, but listen to your body. Hero pose is where you keep on going backwards. Maybe you want to block, maybe you just want to stay in child's pose. I just want to offer that you can add on. Breathe in, inhale, and then we'll come back up. Let's grab a sip. Good job, guys. All right, so we're just going to come up and do a little functional task. See if you can get from the floor to the stand and to standing without using your hands. And it's okay if you have to use your hands, just count so you have an idea. So one way to get up is toes under. That's good. And if you got up another way, great. I'm just showing another one. Toes under, then your feet are on the floor, and then you stand up. I'm going to do that again in case you missed it. You come down, your knees softly land, your feet are flat, your toes come under, you push yourself back to feet flat, and you stand up. You're doing great. You know, of course, a bonus would be you come back, you do a hero, you come up, you curl your toes, you go flat, and then you stand. You can have it all. All right, so I was going somewhere with this. All right, here we go. Stand up. Now, the first move is squat, so just do 5 seconds. Catherine, let's just see what happens, right? 5? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so far so good. This is a good, so in your mind's eye, this is a good one to go, okay, 50% of my weight's here, 50% of my weight's here. My heels are heavy, my chest is up. Sort of get your feeling of your cues. All right, now stand up. I usually have to take a moment. That's your backup move. If you care to do a single squat, I'm going to hold on to something. I'm going to lift up a foot. Remember, you can do your other one. That's why I show it first. If you go all the way down, your knee touches lightly and you come up. But let's say you're not quite there yet. Grab a prop like a yoga block or a pillow and just listen to your body. These are all just modifications if you need them, and then go down and up. So you could go down, knee touch, come up. I'm going to offer 5 of these. And then the other side, or you could do your squat challenge where both feet are heavy, like I showed earlier in the Utkatasana yoga pose. Please listen to your body. Yeah, you will tilt forward in knees. You know how I always say, chest up, not in knees. 2, 1. Come up. Good. Did everybody find a safe way to do it? Catherine, safe way to do it? Yeah, Karen, safe way to do it? Okay, great. Now we've been working on these a little bit, but just take calf raises. So I'm going to show some similar ones now. I want you to notice that springy nature, that elastic nature. You're never just collapsing down. I'm going to show you from the side. Yeah. Okay, that's your comeback move. It's up to you, but if you want to do a little bouncing of a jump rope, you feel that bouncy, elastic nature. Like how my dog just jumped off the couch and she was bouncy, she didn't thud. That's kind of like us, we're an animal. Now, if you want to do 6 of these jumps with me, you're welcome to. This is, they jumped as high as they could in that study where bone density, but you're back, and then you jump high. 2, just 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I'm going to meet you back at calf raises because I want to see, yeah, whatever you are, you're bouncy, feel your heart rate. Now go out wider. And the reason I'm showing the wider, this is like a wider calf raise, that's your modification. A little bit of a bounce. Or if you want to, you start narrow, you explode wide, and then you come in narrow. So I'm going to show you, let's see from an angle. The star, 4, just 6, 5, 6. How'd that go? Woo! It's getting better. You look more springy, and there's your heart rate. Now, single calf raise. 1, 2. Yeah, hold on to something. 3, 4, 5. Hold on to something. 5 calf raises. Now, right away, I can tell my left foot not quite as coordinated as my right, so I'm working on that. Okay, that's your move. Or 10 jumps down, right foot, 10 jumps down, left foot. So I like to imagine I have my ladder out, my agility ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn around, left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Last one, it's going to be 2, 1, 2, 1. So if you want a backup plan, you can do something like this, or you can go real low and this, but it's going to be like hopscotch. So you go 2 feet, 1 foot, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Same thing the other way. 2, 1, 2, 1. And then the other way. 2, 1, 2. Springy. And then down the other way. 2, 1. Nice. Very good. Now this is going to be for the upper body. It's push-ups on the wall with a little push away. So when I do a push away, I'm vertical. You can get further back. That's probably where most people are going to be. Karen, I think you've been taking them down. So you can also do it all 4s and then work your core to get up to a vertical. I think Betty, you've been doing them too. The harder way, of course, is knees. Just take about 10. Nice. And then when you're ready, now you can kneel, you can sit, and what we'll do is just meet each other to stretch. Good. And I'm just sitting like this. You can change your ways you sit. And here. And then we'll do prayer down. So separate the palms. You're tall. Love it. While we're here, we'll do a shoulder chest stretch. Yeah, this is also called cow face. Nice. You can be high kneel if you want. Good. Breathe in. Get that elbow up tall. And then your head is touching that forearm. So your head's not forward, it's touching that forearm. Breathe. Lift up through your right rib cage poly so you're not leaning over at all. You're up. Yeah, there you go. Rigel's in the picture. Inhale. And then exhale. Let that go. We're going to take one posture stretch and then we'll move on to our move. You knew it. I think you knew it, Catherine. So up and back. Lift up your heart. Breathe in. 5, 4. Yeah, 3, 2. Breathe in. And then exhale, lower down. One more hand stretch. I know I said one, but let's do one more. It's just too good to pass up. So it's kind of like you're massaging your carpals. It looks like it feels good. Awesome. Nice. And then we're going to grab a sip and we're going to do a little pelvic lift here. Good job on all the new things, guys. I'm glad that you know you can take your modifications or challenges as you want. So on this one, you're down. The very first modification would be a bridge. The next one would be legs up. Lift your hips, even if it's a little bit. Notice I'm doing this from not my knees, but my abs. If I put my hands right here above my pubic bone. Now I'm going to offer that you do higher ones, so your hands would be down, and it's up to you, but you could lift up higher on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Hot dog, left leg down, right knee down, twist, right arm out, and just enjoy a stretch. 10. Breathe in. Go to the other side now. So one knee's down and one leg's long. Your hand can help your knee that's down. Your other arm's out. And then try to give into the floor. Relax into the stretch. And then relax for a moment. Nice. And I'm going to give us, I want you to listen to your body. I'm going to give us 5 roll-ups that you can make any variation you want. Another option would be you do a bridge or you do a crunch. But if you're doing the roll-ups, you could take your arms long. The first one, exhale up, go over, reach for the toes, and then roll down. So I'm going to be offering variations. Inhale. Now the arms frame the ears the whole time, or the best you can do. So frame the face up, frame the face as you go over, frame the face as you come down. Good. And then exhale, you're going to come up and over, touch your toes. And then if you would like a variation, stack your spine, hands beside your temples, hinge, neck pull, and then flex. And then 2 more. I'm going to offer a little rotation. Take an inhale. Going to come up. I'm going to bend the knees. Take my torso left while my knees go right. I'm going to straighten up and go back down. Inhale and exhale. Torso right, knees left. Good. And then come back down. Full body stretch. Good. Let everything release. You might shift through your back. You might stretch through your legs, one leg longer than the other. Breathe in. And then you're going to go to one side plank. We're going to offer a possible side leg abduction. And you can grab a sip. I'm going to. So you notice we work in all the planes. Really a good program is going to challenge you in all the planes, so you're prepared for all of life's challenges and balanced. So your first option is tree. Sorry, not tree, but normal side plank. The second option could be that you go into a tree with your top leg, or you just take 5 leg lifts. You could just do that with your arms. That's another trick. Now we're going to lower at the hip. Go to the other side. Good. So you just find something that's within a couple energy levels of where you are. So you're up. You're finding your side. Maybe you're going to add on a tree or 5 leg lifts or just the arm. Good, Karen, that's it. Breathe in and then lower. Good. Now this one could be wristy, so if you prefer to use a prop, you might put your elbows behind you on the arc or do a child pose or something else. But here's the reverse bridge, reverse table, and here's the reverse plank. 10, 2, 3, lift the hips, 4, 5, 6, 7, good, 8, 9, and then 10. Let that go. Really good. This is the full arm stretch. Arms like a letter T, pull the fingers under and go back like I'm behind you. This is good for the nerves too, radial. Flip your hands the other way now, like the fingertips are trying to touch each other. 5, 4, lift up your crown, your chin lifts. 3, good. 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab a sip. We're going to do a back extension that's inclusive. Belly down. So the whole backside or posterior chain is a possibility here of activating. So do abbreviate it if you need to, but if you'd like to take it all, I've got Y arms because that's a long lever. I've got legs long, and we're going to go up so that just the belly's on the floor and then come down. Include the whole back body, lift up and come back down and lift up and come back down. And 4. Now we could be going for 10. If you need to do fewer, that's okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hot dog, windshield wipe. And you know what windshield wipe is really close to? Bow pose. So you guessed it. One hand back, then the other, or interlace your fingers. Yeah, either one, Catherine. If your knees don't like the knee bend, just hold the hands. Get ready. Come up. 10. Awesome. 5. Woo! Recover for a moment, and we're going to do it again, or the other foot. Here we go. Come up. And recover. Now, if you can take a Malasana pose, take that pose. If you cannot, you might like Happy Baby. So Malasana looks like this. Hands together and palms down. Good. There you go. 5. Nice. 4. Neck is soft. 3. 2, good. Inhale, and then exhale. So I'm going to offer a little pose that's just a forearm dolphin, and I want to just show you. So this is dolphin. Hold here, and it's kind of like it's a bit of an arm balance in a way. There's not too much balance, but that's kind of the foundational move. Those of you that do want to try your hands, you can be on the knee, your knees are on the ankle, on the wrist. But that's basically the similar pose. So if you're here, you can shoot your legs back and you're in a plank. But don't try this at home, as they say. Otherwise, meet me in a forearm plank. From dolphin, shift your weight forward, forearm plank. Hold. All right, you're going to point your toes and go forward, drop back through your heels, point your toes, go forward, drop back through your heels, point forward, drop back, point forward, drop back, forward, back, Sphinx. Elbows or hands, swan. Good. All right. I'm going to do one that's called treadmill. There's different ways to do it. happen to have my Bosu here, so I'll show you if you are someone who wants a prop, you know, anything will work. But you're going to put your forearms on the floor or your prop, and you're going to pull one knee in and then the other. I know some of you have props, that's why I'm just demoing it with a prop, but you can do this, forearms on the floor, knee one at a time. Now, you can also do this on your hands, knee under. Now, the move is switch places with the feet. Switch, 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 switch. So try, let me tuck my shirt in. Yeah, and that's another way to do it, Polly, is to lift your hips. So this is treadmill. You're going to switch 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hot dog. Have a seat. Good. That went pretty well, right? Obliques. I know some of you have props. That's why I'm just putting them out if you need them, but like arcs or Bosus. Rotation, you certainly don't need them, but if you have them and you're wanting to integrate them. Now we're getting our heart rate down too. Did you notice? We did a hard thing, and then we're getting our heart rate down, and something we need anyway, and rotation. The next one's going to target the inner thighs, so just enjoy this rotation. All right. Now with the inner thighs, a base move is to lie down on your arm. The top leg's out of the way, and what I'm going to do is a series of 10. So lift up 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now stay high and do 10 pulses. And then recover. Now, the next move is on your forearm. You're still going to get that leg out of the way, and you're going to lift the bottom leg. Notice how it doesn't get up that high. You can even, I'll get it out of the way this way. Lift up. 10, 2. Now, if that's too hard, go back to lying down. 4, good. 5, 6, bottom leg's working, Catherine. 7, 8, this one's just out of the way. 9, is that going okay? Either do that or come up, and now I'm off the floor with my hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to pull my toes back. 6, 7, 8, 9, lower. So now we're going to test our brain power and do all those on the other leg. You have a lot to choose from, so there's plenty of modifications. The very first one is on your pillow or on your arm, leg out of the way. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work that range of motion. 6, the body sometimes does bare minimum because it's good at survival. Now we did a pulse, try to go really high. Great. Now you could do that again or prop up on a forearm. I'm going to get this leg just out of the way. Lift up the bottom. You feel how tempting it would be to drop your torso, but everyone looks so good. I'm just mentioning it. 5, 6, 7, 8, breathe. 9, awesome job. You could do that one again, guys, or let me grab my elbow thingy, lift up. Now my hips off the floor. Do you see that? And then 1, I'm going to pull my toes back. 2, 3, 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hot dog, guys, really good. Take a little breather. Nice job. Terrific job. Let's go down to the belly and just do a few of our back extensions that we tend to do so we keep them in our repertoire. The very first one, interlace your fingers. If your fingers don't interlace, just leave your hands by your side. So keeping this in your repertoire, lift up the toes, lift up the torso. And then you can switch your fingers on the outside and come up. Option 2 is just put your hands beside your hips. Terrific. Now the fingertips go by your ears. You're going to lift the right leg and your left shoulder, and then lift your right leg and your right leg, your left shoulder, your left leg, your right shoulder. So this oblique posterior chain, rotating, extending, up, 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 4, 3, 2, recover for a moment. Windshield wipe if you'd like. Make sure your space near your arms is clear. Yeah, good, Karen. I'm going to be doing a flutter kick here when you get back. So once you're back, lift up both legs and flutter. Option, add on your breaststroke, big circles. 1, come up each time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hot dog, hands underneath your head or cheek. This is the last one. 20 heel beats, horizontal adduction. Lift up your thighs. Good, Betty, good. You might be able to lengthen your knees a little bit, Betty. Just a tiny bit, but try to keep the knees off the floor. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, come back. Child pose, toes under. Elbows bend like a little pat on your back. 5. Hands and knees, or prop and knees. Cat cow. Let's take care of that back for a moment. You could even do a little knee lift and do the beast. Those of you that want a harder option altogether, do down dog. Lift your heels, articulate through your lumbar spine, middle back, upper back, and tuck and go middle, upper, lower. Lift, lower, middle, upper, tuck, and 3, and 4, 5. Awesome job. Come back down. We're going to do a little mermaid. So you can grab a sip, and I've got my legs set up like double triangle, which is also called mermaid, but if your legs don't like that, just sit any way you can. So for me, my left knee's bent, my left foot's on my thigh. Right hand goes to that knee, go up and over. Make it what you need though, and I like to add rotations here, so see if you can do that. Yeah, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, that a girl. Now this hand that's in the air, it can go behind you and add a rotation, so look over your shoulder. Either stay here, or if you're feeling like you want to add on, that left hand can move out a bit and you can lift up. Lower down, pivot those legs, and Catherine, you could just, yeah, exactly, just make them comfortable. Hand to knee, go up and over. We're going to be doing Maldrasana here in a minute, those of you that are craving that. Add a rotation if you'd like. Yeah, act like you're going through a big tall sleeve. Elbow long. Now this hand that's in the air, it's going to go more behind you. Look over your shoulder, torso turn. 5. If you would like, you can put your hand more into the side and then lift up that knee. Inhaling. And then lowering. Good. I want to do a Maldrasana, but I would like to offer those of you that don't like that, you can go on your hands, you can go on your forearm. So you could do Maldrasana this way, or if you want your hand, you can also use a prop. So just enjoy some type of 10 Maldrasana, 9, 8, 7. Breathe in, lower, take it to the other side, hand down. You could also do forearm down, 1 foot back, lift up the heel if you want a little extra. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then lower down. Nice job. Those of you that like a prop to do a hamstring stretch, you can grab it underneath your sacrum. You can also just use a yoga block. You don't have to. You're going to be probably using a data band for your hamstring to wrap around your foot. Good, Polly. That's what I was going for. One leg up, and the other leg can pour down. Breathe. You can cross the midline. You can go out. Notice how it all feels. Take the other foot up and pour the other leg down. Cross the midline. You can go out to the side as well. Nice. And then you can let that go, and we're going to take a humongous V stretch. So your legs are like a letter V. Pull your toes back and try to feel your inner thighs stretching. And then a quad stretch of your choice. Now, some of you like to just lie on your side and take your hand to your foot. Some of you like the roller to pull your shin under. Some of you can do that on the floor. Just find whatever works for you. I'll show the, yeah, good, Polly, that's it. So it doesn't, these are gonna be good for your knee, should be good for your knee, especially unweighted. So yeah, rib down, 10. Breathe in through your nose. This is a great chance to practice the breath. Aware of your breath, breathing in your nose. Your belly is pliant like a balloon, your ribs and your chest. Now inhale. We're going to go to the other one, so you can switch sides and see how that one feels. Yeah, 5, 4, feel like your ankle's in the way, 3. We're also going to be putting our legs up on the wall, or if you need to do another stretch, you can do that. The hips up on the block is nice. That's a great little add-on. Gently release your prop, and you can come up to a seated position. We'll lift up and lengthen through your spine, and we'll just do a hand to the heart. And you just take a moment to set an intention for the rest of the day. Can make it whatever comes to mind. An energy of calm, creative, kind, appreciative. Take a moment to set that intention. Calm, creative, appreciative, well, peaceful. Whenever you're ready, come on back into the room. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I think you're doing great. I love to see it. That's so nice. Looks like you did better, Catherine, with your knee. That was good. Everybody's just looking so strong.